How's it going, everyone? Today, I want to show you how I took these 4 stock images and turned them into this. Let's hop over to Photoshop and dive in. First thing I want to mention is that I lost the first few minutes of my recording, and during that time I replaced the sky in the main mountain image. You can see the original one right here. I wanted something with a bit more color, and I also needed a bit more height to fill the frame. So to do this, I just used the built-in Photoshop sky replacement tool and then layered it up to add the extra height that I needed. You might also be wondering, what's with the extra mountain in the foreground since it wasn't part of the original 4 stocks I showed you at the beginning? Well, don't worry, that mountain gets removed pretty quickly. I wanted to go for a simple scene, something that conveyed a sense of grandeur and wonder, so I didn't want to clutter it up with a bunch of unnecessary elements. Next, it was time to add my foreground to the scene. I found a stock of a man standing on a cliff that worked really well. I wasn't going to use the person in this image, so I didn't have to worry about cutting him out. I just needed to get the rocks and get them fit the way that I wanted them on the scene. The biggest issue that I had with this was just color matching. My background image was soft, cool, and dark, while the foreground image was bright, harsh, and warm, so it took a bit of playing around with it, but in the end, I think it worked out pretty well. Also, don't worry, this part still looks really bad. This was not the end of me trying to tweak these colors. However, it was about the time that I removed the foreground mountains. My character would need something to look at, so I grabbed a galaxy that I created in Blender, dropped it in, set the blending mode to screen, and got it into position. Once that was done, I decided it was time to start working on some of my lighting issues and adding in some atmosphere. So I went ahead and I flipped the foreground to make the light match the light on the mountain. Later in a little bit here, I actually flipped the sky as well. Since the light is coming from the left on the mountain, I wanted the light to come from the left on the sky, obviously. And I also added in some atmospheric haze in there as well. With the background mostly set, it was time to add in my character. And for that, I went to the photomanipulation.com's Big Bad Figure Pack. There's so many amazing characters in that pack, and I just can't believe that they just gave it away for free. Thank you so much to Dean and the crew over there at photomanipulation.com for being such an amazing anchor to our art community here on YouTube. And I'm sorry that for some reason I can't say the word photo manipulation. Here I finally flipped the sky, so now all the light matches from every direction. I also wanted a bit more contrast and mood in the scene, so I added the night from day LUT and set it to overlay. Then I just brushed out the areas that I still wanted sunlight showing. Now it's time to add lighting and shadows to the character, who I'll also flip again in the end. I used a solid color layer for the shadows and just painted in where I wanted everything. Okay, confession time. Originally, I was gonna have the staff glow with some kind of magical energy, and I was just gonna paint it in, so no stocks used there. but I decided I wanted to make this feel like it could have taken place a long time ago. No magic, no flashlights, just a person hiking up a mountain with only a torch to guide them. Problem is that in order to do that, I needed some fire. So here's 2 more stalks. Once that was done, I also needed to add a hue saturation layer to add some highlights onto the character. With all that done, it's time to do a little cleanup around the edges, add some glows, color grading, and oh yeah, I also decided to angle the galaxy. So to do that, I used a galaxy that I had painted in Photoshop a while back as a shape template. I got the galaxy warped into place, did some final adjustments, moved a couple things around, just tweaking a little bit, and called it a day. Alright, I'm gonna let the rest of this play out for you, but thank you for watching, and if you're still here at this point, please go hit the like button and consider subscribing while you're down there too. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything in this video, or if there's anything you'd like to see broken down into more of a tutorial format. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.